Hello guys, Zach here once again, and as promised I'm going to be continuing on with the FeAge versus Love finals of the CW2 tournament. And today we've got FeAge and Love again, and it's on the coastal map, playing in as a regicide game type. Oops, I misclicked there, didn't mean to do that. There we go, coastal. And it's regicide, and obviously you have your king here as well. And FeAge is playing in teal over to the left of the map, and his opponent over to the right of the map in as grey is USK Love. These guys start with a lot more villagers, as this is regicide, and of course they are both playing as Britons again. This is yet again another Britons war, which is kind of fun, I've got to say. I quite enjoyed the last Britons war, and hopefully this one will be a bit better. This map obviously is a little bit of a mix between land and sea, because it's not as simple as the last game. You can't just wall the center really quickly. You have to, of course, attack on land and on the sea as well. We all know how important water is, and FeAge has already got 2 docks up. That is something we don't see very often, and I was saying that, so has Love. 2 docks. Interesting. They've both gone for 2 docks. That is odd. I wouldn't have expected that. But then again, they have started with extra villagers, so perhaps that is why. Both of them with 2 docks, and they will be fishing the big fish in the sea. The big fish in the deep blue sea. That's what they will be fishing. And then I imagine we will see some land action. But I imagine as well that this will go to the Castle Age before anything else. Because, actually saying that, hang on a minute, FeAge has done a very fast feudal age there. He's miles away from the castle age at this rate. He may go for a fast attack, though in regicide it's not very likely due to the fact that you do have castles, and it makes it very hard for feudal age units to attack them. If we actually have a look at Love's map, he's got a very nice map here due to the fact that his castle is very close to this gold, which is keeping it very nice and protected, whereas FeAge's castle as well, it's at the back, and it's not really much use there. It doesn't provide any protection to his base at all, really, or whatsoever. We'll have to see. FeAge is actually making galleys right now, which I think is a really good idea. He's going to go and take out Love's boats really quickly, and we saw last time how important water was, and FeAge is into the feudal age way ahead of Love. The problem is, with creating galleys this early on, he is slowing down his castle age time. So Love may castle first, get war galley, and push FeAge back. That is what could happen. If we have a look at how much food Love has already got, I imagine he will be fast castling there with 4 villagers onto a mining camp to get some gold. He probably isn't anticipating a galley rush, and I think FeAge is really going to catch him off guard here. His galleys are starting to move in, and if he does manage to take out Love's fishing ships, that is really going to hinder him big time, really hinder him a lot. So FeAge just going to go for a little grush. He's not going 3. He's not going for 3 docks. He's just going for 2. And interesting, FeAge, you waller. What is this? This is the stone wall across the middle of the map. Wow. So I was saying, you can't actually wall this map. So FeAge goes and puts a stonking great stone wall across the middle of it. Never mind. He is going to go and start to pick off these fishing ships though, which is really going to disrupt Love. Love with a 3rd dock now, so this has actually made Love think, oh, hang on a minute, he's going to grush me. So Love is probably going to build some galleys in defense, which will slow down his castle age time. There we go, galleys coming out, and he is throwing down a 3rd galley, 3rd dock as well. So FeAge might lure him into going very heavy into the water, catch him off guard by advancing up to the castle age, and then continue from there. Very interesting strategy from him, and he is continuing to wall the middle like the waller noob he is. He is probably going to prevent this dock from going up as well. He did get into the feudal age very early in comparison to Love, and he's now going to be able to pick off so many of these fishing ships. Really nicely played. Great timing for him as well. And if he prevents this dock from going up, then he's not going to be able to do it. But if he was able to, he would have been able to keep the water a lot longer than he has done. Though he already does have an advantage with the amount of galleys that he has. So this is really nice from FeAge right here. No 3rd dock just yet, but I imagine he'll be about ready to go up to the castle age soon. Love is going to be very far from the castle age, as he is going to have to keep making more galleys at this rate. He's just population capped himself as well, sending a lot more villagers to gold now just to boost his gold so he can actually advance. I think Love will probably reach the castle age before FeAge here. FeAge quite heavy into water, I've got to say, with a lot of wood collectors. and only just getting his second boar, or perhaps that was third. I can't remember if this is standard resources or not, and just chasing Love down. This is really nice though, because FeAge has really disrupted Love's boats. He's killed off a lot of them, and the ones that are left aren't doing anything at all, which is great for him. But bear in mind, FeAge only does have 3 fishing ships of his own, so he's not gaining an exactly massive advantage on the water. But during this distraction, he is managing to wall Love out of his side, or wall him in, depending on which way you want to look at it, and he will then be able to just boom behind his wall perhaps. Actually, Britons do have a great boom. They have very cheap town centres, they don't cost as much wood, and they can make quite a lot of them fairly easily. FeAge continuing to attack Love on the water now, might be able to take out this dock. He has got fletching as well, and more galleys just coming in, constant stream of galleys. But Love is all the way... Oh, never mind. I was going to say Love is on the way up to the castle age. He should be. He's got enough resources to. He needs a bit more. He's getting a loom first. He needs a little bit more wood though. These villagers should probably go to wood so he can sustain galley production and build another dock at the back perhaps. This is obviously a very large map, so with a very large shoreline on this map, so you can put a lot of docks down, and it's really hard to actually prevent your opponent from not making any more docks. Love finally up to the castle age though, about time, and FeAge is going to be a little while before he gets there, but he's already got the military he needs. If you can prevent Love from making any more galleys, then he really is going to take an advantage on the water here. Love actually only producing galleys very slowly. He needs a little bit more wood right here, maybe a few less gold collectors. Take 3 or 4 of them off of there and put them onto wood so he can sustain galley production. You don't need that many villagers to sustain galleys from 2 docks. That's just absurd. And also, I don't think Love realizes that FeAge is walled. He doesn't know at all, and if he does soon find out, it will be a little bit too late, because he may have a land army by then, and perhaps some knights or something like that, and they won't be able to get through. Maybe this is the little gap there, not 100% sure, but I'm sure FeAge has checked it. So FeAge playing this really nicely. He may have an advantage at this stage, it's hard to say. Population 49 for him, 43 for Love, but FeAge with a lot of galleys. It's almost like I'm commentating what is it called, tennis here. Love 15, and yeah, so FeAge I think should be ready to get up to the castle age soon. He's a bit delayed, but he does have fairly decent economy right now. Quite a few villages to gold, just a little bit more food is what he needs, and he will be all set. He's starting to take berries now. He's still not got many farms even. But saying that, neither has Love, but Love really isn't collecting any food whatsoever, which is kind of odd apart from these few berries here, and his fishing ships which got killed, but they are back in action now with a dock at the back. And I think Love will just be trying to upgrade to War Galley as soon as he reaches Castle Age. We'll have to wait and see. I've got a feeling he will do that though, as he will have the technology. Let's see, War Galley, he can afford it just now. Yeah, almost. He almost can afford it. There we go, he can afford it now. Where is War Galley? Is it coming out? Is it not? Is Love just forgetting about the water? I don't know. What is he doing? Oh, he's making fire ships. Well, fair enough. Fair play to him. War galleys are slower than galleys, so galleys can run away, of course. Fire ships, pretty decent choice to make, I suppose. Castle Age does give you that advantage. Also, fire ships are being boosted in the Forgotten Empires because they are very underused, and fire ships in the Forgotten Empires, I think they have more HP, so they are a lot more useful at attacking galleys in the Castle Age, because even fire ships aren't that useful in Castle because against feudal galleys, because they can be microed fairly easily and they have to get in really close. So if you have got a lot of galleys, there's no chance that the fire ship will reach you still, unless you've got like 5 or 6 of them. FeAge though, up to the Castle Age right now, and a longbowman coming out for Love, of course. This is Regicide, and they do have a castle already, so longbowman coming out. And the power of the British really in this game is the fact that their archers do get +1 range with the Castle Age, and they get an extra +1 range with the Imperial Age, giving their longbowmen a total of 6+6 once they get Yeoman unique upgrade at the castle. And that is really awesome, because it means that they are just so awesome. They outrange castles, you know, that's just so cool. And Love now just going to be trying to batter down this house. I'm sure FeAge will be able to respond in time. He's probably going to have to throw a barracks down just in case this house does get destroyed, and he is still a menace on the water, but Love actually has a decent fleet size now. FeAge will have to retreat out of there, otherwise he will probably lose his navy for the time being, and Love can finally come and take some of these big fish in the deep blue sea and get a little bit of an economical bonus right there, or an economical bonus even. And FeAge just trying to wall this up. We're going to lose a few villagers here, a little bit risky, and he's managed to get a little bit of HP on that wall, and not enough on the house though. He really needs to get some HP on this house, throwing away a few villagers there, 4 in fact, very, very riskily, but throwing a town centre down on this gold patch here will be great for him. He can wall this area here, always walling this, which is nice, and this town centre will prevent, of course, anything from slipping through. Let's see if he's making any, no, he's not making any longbowmen yet, but I think I just saw, yeah, Love is pushing out with his fleet here, and FeAge with quite a lot of galleys. I imagine he'll be getting a war galley soon. He's got his 3rd dock right now. War galley is indeed being researched, and longbowmen being produced, completing a wall off right here. FeAge, you dirty waller. I know it's frowned upon in the AOC community. How dare he wall? Well, he did, so deal with it. And walling did win Tim the Masters of Arabia finals, so it's not a particularly great, well, I don't know, it could be a good strategy, but it's kind of frowned upon walling so much. But FeAge taking all the shame of walling here, just walling his ass off. 3rd town centre just going up, and I believe Love will also have 3 at this stage as well, though saying that he doesn't. So FeAge may get a bigger economical advantage, or economic advantage very soon, due to the fact that he will have this 3rd town centre up very soon as well. But Love now with the longbowman, if he comes here, he probably will be able to hit some of these villagers, but he's going the wrong way. No, he's not. Yes, he is. Hot, cold, hot, colder, 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 ice cold, ice cold. Okay, you're in the freezer. And FeAge will be able to create quite a lot of longbowmen in defense soon. He needs bodkin arrow, which Love already has. But he also has +1 defense, and FeAge is missing both of those upgrades. He will especially need bodkin arrow for these war galleys, but he will absolutely own this force on the water from Love right here. FeAge will be able to come in and just kill everything. Even these fire ships won't be able to do much, as you see, just microing them away there, just dealt with them like they were nothing. And I think FeAge may have lost 1 or 2 ships right there. He may lose another one right here as well, but he is going to take Love out on the water again, and once again take his ships. And if he deletes these docks, or kills these docks, destroys them, Love is going to be in a bit of a bad situation, because he again will not be able to fish. And look how many fishes FeAge does have now. He has a lot. That is really helping his eco out massively. He's also got quite a lot of wood and quite a lot of gold, so he can continue to produce longbowmen, and he just needs to get in range of these guys right now. He's finally got bodkin arrow at long last, and he will just be able to pick off these guys one by one, I imagine. No guarantees. He may absolutely fail, who knows, and we'll have to wait and see. So I'm just going to speed things up for a little bit while not much is happening. He's just continuing to mass longbows and destroy the docks and ships of Love. He really has the water in this game once again, which is always nice. And Love is going to take down this house just about now. It takes long enough with these longbowmen. They take forever. And now, Love is in a really nice position. He can snipe off villagers very easily, as you can see. He is going to be able to, boom, there's one, and he's going to be able to get in there, because he's got a lot more range than a town centre. 2 more range than a town centre right there, which does mean that these longbowmen will be able to pick off villagers extremely easily. He's going to struggle getting through here though, so FeAge, I think he's in an okay situation. He's got the same upgrades as Love does have. He also has ballistics being researched right now. I was going to say he does have ballistics, but they are on the way, and population 98 to 81. FeAge does definitely have an economic advantage right here. And saying that, Fluff coming forward with 2 town centres on the front. This is nicely done by him. FeAge, of course, walling himself in, giving his opponent opponent the map control that he does now have, and nothing suggesting that these guys are looking to go Imperial anytime soon. Going to pick off this outpost, and I think FeAge will probably need a few more longbowmen at any rate, but he does have water now. He has a lot of fishes, and he of course can build another dock at the back over here to continue to gather these fish once these are depleted, because they are running out very rapidly now. He's only got a couple of big fish left, and just holding on with the defense. I'm going to continue to speed things up, I think, because not a great deal is going on right now. So just speedy, and see what these guys are doing. Love is continuing to make a hell of a lot of longbowmen. He's just going to mass them. What would do FeAge great right now is a siege workshop and a mangonel. That would be great to see. Just getting a barracks and an archery range. So he may be going for arbalest once he reaches Imperial, just to pad out his army of archers. And maybe they made a pact to just go all archer. That'd be cool. FeAge going with the castle at the front. Very nicely done by him. Going to be able to pressure these longbowmen. 8+2 beats 5+3, of course, and FeAge now going to be able to use this to push out. Going to be able to pressure these town centres right here as well. Getting another town centre on the gold also, and now I can go back to normal speed. Love throwing up another castle in defense, or in offense, I suppose. This is close to FeAge's side of the map. This is going to be pretty interesting. This area here is going to be a huge choke point, and of course a relic in the middle. I don't know if either of these guys are going to go and snatch up those relics. They could very well do that, but I don't think it's going to happen yet. Britons don't have great monks, and oh, interesting, Love taking water, and FeAge doesn't know about that, or he may know about that if he bothered to check his map, but I doubt he will have done just yet. Love with 4 docks going up right there, which is really nice. He's probably going to be able to retake water, and also nice by FeAge, preventing this castle from going up straight away by picking off some of these villagers, being an absolute pain in the backside. Very nicely done by him, and continuing to work on his economy for the time being. Up to the Imperial age he goes, and Love is away just yet. He still needs a lot more gold and quite a bit more food as well. Another castle going up on the side for FeAge. He is going to take this town centre down from Love, and he's going to really pressure this area, and Love is going to have to be careful here. He is going to lose a few villagers as well, and this is really nice play by FeAge, starting to push out across the map, gain map control, and of course he is going to be into the Imperial age first, which is absolutely great for him. It would be nice to see him pick up the relics at some point, but I don't know when that's going to happen. As I said earlier, FeAge building another dock on this side here so we can continue to gather the fish, and this is interesting. Love now going to be moving out with some war galleys. FeAge may not be anticipating this, and he could just be able to take out quite a few of FeAge's fishing ships if he gets around the back. FeAge, of course, completely unaware of this, other than the fact he saw 2 docks going up. Well, he may not have saw, he probably didn't see actually, and he probably hasn't checked either. So Love may be able to really hurt him on the water now, but getting another castle up right here, and FeAge, this is going to be close. If he gets this castle up, then it's going to be great, but these longbowmen will probably kill off quite a lot of villagers here. FeAge really needs to start picking off these longbowmen. He is going to lose all of these villagers, unfortunately, and that is not good for him. Trying to go forwards with that castle, but completely failing. Bringing up some elite skirmishers as well. Now, if you're wondering how the best way to combat longbowmen, well, or elite longbowmen, in my opinion, if you've got elite skirmishers, they do have a lot less range, so the longbowmen can pick them off quite easily, as a matter of fact. What I would do is get some rams, put the elite skirmishers inside, and send them at the longbowmen. When the longbowmen break the rams, the skirmishers come out. Of course, then they're in range of the longbowmen, and they can commence their attack, and once they're in range, they'll do a lot more damage than if they weren't. So really nice by Love there, preventing this castle from going up. But bear in mind, in the middle, FeAge with 2 more castles. He's on the way up to the Imperial age, and we may see a mass longbowman, we may see elite longbowman, or we may see a lot more skirmishers. We'll just have to wait and see. We could see Bracer very quickly indeed. Where is it? Bracer, yeah, there we go, straight away getting Bracer. He's going to want to get all of the upgrades, and time is going very slow. Oh, that's why, because it's on slow speed, my bad. I'm doing a FeAge now. FeAge always plays the recordings back on slow speed. It's always funny to watch. And Bracer just being completed, going to give his longbowman an extra range. That's 5 range plus 5 then, which will vastly outrange these guys. And Love is way away from the Imperial Age just now. So FeAge might be able to use this really to his advantage and start to move out across the map and start to really do some damage to Love. There we go, 5+5 range, that is absolutely great. And he is just going to get elite longbowman, I imagine. He's making a couple of trebuchets right now. In fact, he may not even need elite longbowman, because you can take down the castles from Love very easily with the trebuchets. Now he is into the Imperial Age, and of course he can continue to make this castle, which means he will secure this gold and push out even more. This looks like it could be FeAge's game right here. Love really needs to get up to the Imperial Age, and he is just clicked up right now. But it may be a bit too late. FeAge can use this window to his great advantage and throwing another castle up at the front. How many castles does he need? Well, he's just spamming them everywhere by the looks of things. He really is starting to push forwards now. This castle from Love will probably go down. He's making some petards, but it won't be enough, I don't think. It takes 2 petards to get through a stone wall, so he could get through, but then the castle is still there, and this castle is behind, and ooh, Love just resigning. I thought he may have held on a little bit longer, but FeAge getting around the back with these elite skirmishers and the longbowmen would have done a lot of damage to Love's eco. And unfortunately for Love, he just wasn't able to hold on to that game. The amount of castles that FeAge was putting up everywhere was a real nuisance to him. And hopefully, fingers crossed, we can have a look at the achievements now. Just in case the achievements don't work, thank you for watching. I've been Zach, and guess what? I'll see you next time. Otherwise, we'll see the achievements. Let's have a look. Fingers crossed it works. Okay, if you're watching this or seeing this, it means it's worked, which is great. Those of you who suggested view achievements, you can't do that once the game is finished, unfortunately. And I have no idea when Love is going to resign, so this is the only way to do it. Fingers crossed it's worked. Okay, so military-wise, FeAge way in the lead, economy in the lead, technology in the lead, society in the lead. That's due to how many castles he had though, the society score. Military, well, 67 to 48, not bad. Fairly close actually for both of them, but I think FeAge started to really take the advantage once he had the extra range on his longbowmen in the Imperial Age, and of course his boats on the water killed a lot of units as well. 12 buildings raised, very nicely done, and very similar army sizes. Economy, well, FeAge way in the lead there. We know he had a lot of town centres. He got those town centres up early, and plenty of gold for him. Really did give him the advantage. And there's the research count and times and stuff, and 4 castles, 132 villagers, and there's the timeline if anyone's interested. So thanks for watching, guys. I've been Zach, and I will see you next time.